What is the smell of homeschool? I have a story to tell you, and I'm really excited about this. And I really believe it's going to give you a glimpse of what's possible on the other side of your homeschool journey. I'm going to encourage you at the end that there will be something for you to pop your name into, and you're going to want to get on that wait list. So imagine with me, I'm going to tell you a story. Imagine that you live on a cul-de-sac and you live in between two ladies named Maria. One Maria is young and hip, and the other Maria moves very slow. She's very gray, but she's very happy. And you have heard that both of them have pasta recipes that their family just drools over. And you think, well, I don't know how to make spaghetti. So I'm going to ask them both to teach me their tricks. So you ask them to teach you your secret. On Tuesday, you go to this Maria's house. She hands you a latte from the local coffee shop. She puts on a pot of water to boil, and she hands you an onion and bell pepper to chop up, which you do. And then you guys heat a little bit of olive oil in the pot and you saute the vegetables. She grabs a jar of her favorite spaghetti sauce and she dumps it in. And 20 minutes later, after your lattes are done, you're sitting there laughing over delicious pasta. On Wednesday, you're invited over to this Maria's house at 10 o'clock in the morning. And she hands you hand pressed coffee with a beautiful little design on top that she's made with her machine. She invites you into her garden where you sit and you listen to Maria tell you stories about her Nani and how Nani laughed so often, so hard that her smile lines were as deep as the Grand Canyon. Time slows, and you wonder, does Maria remember that she's supposed to teach me how to make pasta? Eventually, she slowly stands up and she reaches for your china cup and saucer. You know, the good one that you were surprised that she handed you in the beginning. And she said, let's move to the kitchen. As you walk in, she says, grab an apron. I know that I noticed you didn't bring one of your own, and I always have aprons available for my grandkids and my daughters and my son in laws as they come. Hours later, you have ground flour. You've mixed dough by hand. You've rolled little pasta shells that kind of look like a bug. You know, when a 2-year-old plays with Play Doh and they said, look at what I made. It looks like a bug. And you marvel at Maria's perfect little shells. You've also hand crushed garlic, onions, and homegrown tomatoes into a sauce that's now simmering on the stove. You have laughed and cried so hard, so much that your sides ache. And Maria's asleep right now. She said she just needed to sit a moment before supper and she fell asleep. And you're afraid to move because you don't want to wake her. So you start looking around. And what do you see? Her home is tidy and filled with memories. There are photographs everywhere, old memories that are black and white or that sepia color. There are colored pictures and Polaroids. There are hand picked flowers from her garden. And you see her handiwork all over. You see crocheted blankets, embroidered pillows, and little crafts here and there. She stirs. You know you're with family if you can sleep in their presence, she smiles. And then you move to her kitchen table. It's covered with one of those hand crocheted delicate tablecloths, and you watch her place her best china on the table. You decide to offer for help, but you're a little embarrassed that you don't know where to place the dessert spoon. But she laughs and she shows you how to do a proper place setting. You take your first bite of that meal that you helped prepare, and you sit back in your chair and you, oh my goodness. So, what do these Marias have to do with homeschool? I think you can see where I'm headed with this. This Maria is curriculum led. She might be using boxed curriculum, but her whole agenda is to get the tasks done. She's going to make sure that all of those academic boxes are checked off. And when you're done, she and her kids feel fed and they're ready for the next thing in their agenda. But this Maria, she's relationship centered. She moves slower, and the things that she does are deeper. Her goal is, yes, to teach you how to do something like make pasta, but she's more interested in delighting in the process, in making memories. And when you're done, she leaves you hungry for more information, more stories, more history, more recipes, more experiences. And this is the difference between homeschooling with a curriculum mindset versus homeschooling with the mindset of falling in love with learning. And I'm super excited to let you know that we have something coming soon called Homeschooling Olympians. And I have a wait list for you to jump on so that you can learn more. And I'm going to be hopping on over the next week to give you more and more details, but you don't want to miss out. So look in the descriptions, find the link, click through, and then drop your email and then I will see you tomorrow.